Django Unchained has nearly 1.5 million reviews on IMDb with an overall rating of 8.4. It ranks 58 out of all of IMDb's top-rated movies. It's won 59 awards, of which 2 are Oscars for Best Performance by an Actor for Christoph Waltz, and Best Writing Original Screenplay for, of course, Quentin Tarantino. And I haven't seen as many Tarantino films as some people, but I've seen some. Usually his films are not my style of film. It's as simple as that. There's nothing wrong with his directing, obviously, but just usually the type of films he makes are not usually my cup of tea. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I didn't watch Django Unchained until about 7 or 8 years after its release, because it was released in 2012. But the other thing is that it was just so amazingly well received. I was quite nervous. I watched it. It's a long film. It's nearly 3 hours. It's chaotically long. I thought, I have a short attention span. How am I going to be able to deal with this? Honestly, it's incredible. It's absolutely sensational and one of the best, most impactful, emotive films I've ever seen. So the description from IMDb is very basic. It's one sentence, which is obviously not enough to sum up a film of this caliber, but I will read it anyway. This is, with the help of a German bounty hunter, a freed slave sets out to rescue his wife from a brutal Mississippi plantation owner. So he and his wife were separated. Django is played by Jamie Foxx. And he and his wife were separated when they were captured, I guess, and auctioned. And now that he's a free slave, or a free man, I guess, he goes to find his wife and free her. And there's a lot of violence in this, but it's also very peaceful sometimes when they're journeying. And the narrative is obviously very emotive. It's very touching. And I think, for me as a white woman, I felt a lot of emotion that I didn't know I could feel. All kinds of mixes of confusion and anger and frustration and sorrow. So I can't even imagine, if you're somebody watching this whose ancestors were slaves, I can't imagine how it would affect you. I imagine it would be the biggest roller coaster ever. It's a very, very, very powerful film. Very beautifully done. The visual quality is absolutely stunning. It really is sensational. The scenery is incredible. There are some amazing camera angles. And just everything about it is a joy to watch for all the right reasons. That's not to say that I believe that I agree with everything Django did as a character. Some of his actions were more violent than I would have liked. But the film makes me understand his actions, his behaviours. It makes me feel like I understand what he is trying to achieve, and not always how he is going to achieve it. The film does have some surprises in it, and it will keep you on your toes. As I said, it's nearly 3 hours. At no point does this drag. The pacing is phenomenal. The cast is incredible. So as I said, Jamie Foxx plays Django, and the performance is just ridiculous. You think, yeah, he'll do a good job, but it's out of this world. Brilliant performance. Christoph Waltz plays Dr. Schultz, and DiCaprio is Calvin Candie, which I think is a brilliant name. I love that name. Samuel L. Jackson is in it. It's got a really great cast with some phenomenal actors, and I'm trying to find a fault, because nothing can be perfect. Nothing can be perfect. So what's the fault? I can't find one. I really can't. I'm sure there will be some, but I really can't. The locations were gorgeous. The dialogue was poignant. The action was very well shot. The emotion was captured incredibly well. You become part of this journey. And it will make you cry. It will make you think. It will make you want to take action. It will make you question where we are today. I thought Django Unchained could have been overhyped. A film couldn't possibly be that well received. It absolutely is that good.